I see.
Hey, what is going on, y'all? So I made an add-on for this beat 'em up game template that I'm using to create my game Super Special Delivery. And this add-on basically just makes it a lot faster to create enemies. I figured I would be doing a lot of duplication and a lot of manual work creating enemies. And so I decided that I was going to just make something really fast that made that process a little bit easier. So I wanted to show you how it works and what it does. Obviously, this doesn't take away all of the work when creating enemies. Obviously, you're still going to have to set up your animator, state machine, and things like that, but it does cut out a little bit of the game object creation process. So here it is. Okay, so first I'm going to show you guys what goes into an enemy. So this is our main pizza guy enemy here. His name's Eddie. And you can see he's got a bunch of components on him. Rigid body, box collider, he's got the health system, and the enemy AI system on him. These are just scripts that I've also extended. They come with the template, but I've extended them and customized them a little bit. And then child objects, he's got a sprite renderer for the shadow, which you can see down here, and then a sprite renderer for the graphics, which is like his main sprite. And then on that, you have an animator, you have an enemy animator, and then another custom child object, which is the XP spawn location. So in this game, there's going to be RPG style experience, and when the enemies die, it'll the experience points that you get will float up so you can see them. But see, that's a lot of components. So what I wanted to do was I just wanted to cut out a lot of this manual work. So I'll show you how this tool works. So if I just create an empty game object here, I'll just call it enemy. And here's my game object in the scene. All I need to do is add the enemy initialization component, and it just expects an enemy sprite, which is that, the graphics that we showed, and a shadow sprite. So let's put the shadow sprite, since I have that up here first. We'll put the shadow sprite in there, and then we're just going to find the blue version of Eddie. His name is Chet. So this is an old school beat 'em up, so you've got a bunch of variants of the characters. But you just put the sprites in here and then hit initialize new enemy, and there he is. He's all created. Box collider is positioned, and the size is altered automatically with the script. And I've added the extension, AI extension, the health system on here with the initial values. I've got the graphics, obviously, as you can see. I got the shadow in the right position. And on the graphics, I have my animator, and then I have my enemy animator script. So obviously, you'll have to put your runtime animator controller in here. If I had actually created that prior, I could have added that programmatically, but this just assumes that you didn't create the animator controller prior. I might update that at some point, but both of those components are on the graphics. And I have my custom XP spawn transform component. And that's basically how it works. You just feed the sprites onto the script and you hit the button. And then also, if you notice, the enemy initialization script is now gone. It also removes that programmatically, so you don't have to do that. But it cuts out, maybe like 4 minutes of work, but 4 minutes adds up when you're making a game. So I wanted to just make this as easy as possible for myself to create enemies, and that's how the tool works. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting.